Hello everyone and welcome to a series where we talk about object-oriented design patterns. Today I will talk about the creational singleton pattern. This pattern is used to control the number of objects a class can instantiate and make it available globally in a program. Although it has received a lot of criticism for the latter, it is still widely used. A very classic example of the pattern is the window class in a GUI application where only one window should be open at a time, a database interface when a program needs to access it, and the most common of all, a logger in a program. The UML diagram of the pattern is very simple. The logger class has its constructor inaccessible directly by making it private, and the method getInstance handles access to the class instantiation and access to the object itself. As always, we start with the bare main program, and we're going to create a new C++ class called Singleton Logger. Let's say that this is a logger. It's not going to be, but for the sake of simplicity, let's say it's going to. The first thing we're going to do is going to create the Singleton Logger constructor under private, which means that it's not going to be available outside the class. Nobody outside the class is going to be able to call it. And we're going to delete the copy and move constructors, as well as the equals operator. So that you cannot move, copy, do whatever with the single object that we're going to create. After that, we are going to create a static method that is going to return a singleton logger reference. Let's call it getInstance. Inside that, create a static instance of singleton logger. Since it's static, it's going to be instantiated only once, and then return it. Now, include it in main and call the instance. Let's also add a public member of counter of sorts, and increment it here. Let's try and see if that builds. It does. And let's suppose that we have some other code up here. That code is going to do exactly the same thing, increment the public member count. And let's print out count. As you can see, count is now 1 because we have only incremented it once. But if we add other code, get 3. It's the same object.